Welcome to our video on the top 10 curious facts about American football. American football is a beloved sport in the United States and around the world, known for its incredible athleticism, strategic play, and exciting moments. But did you know that the sport has a rich history full of surprising facts and figures? In this video, we'll be diving into the lesser-known aspects of American football, uncovering hidden gems and intriguing stories that will leave you with a new appreciation for the sport. From the origins of the game to the most impressive records and achievements, we'll be covering it all. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just a casual spectator, these facts are sure to fascinate and entertain. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the amazing world of American football. Curiosity number 1 on our list takes us back to the origins of American football. The sport was invented in 1869 when a team from Yale University challenged a team from Harvard University to a match. The game was played using a modified version of the rules of association football, also known as soccer. However, the game at the time was quite different from the American football we know today. It featured a round ball, and the players were allowed to carry and strike the ball with their hands. It was only in the following years that the game started to take shape, with the introduction of a prolate spheroid-shaped ball and the prohibition of carrying the ball. In 1873, Walter Camp, considered the father of American football, made significant changes to the game, introducing the line of scrimmage, the concept of downs and the scoring system. These innovations would shape the game into the version we know and love today. The first official game of American football was played in 1876 between Princeton and Rutgers, and the sport has grown in popularity ever since. This historical curiosity highlights the evolution of the sport and how it was shaped by different individuals and institutions throughout the years. Curiosity number 2 takes us to the professional side of American football. The first professional game of American football was played in 1895 between the Allegheny Athletic Association and the Pittsburgh Athletic Club. This game marked a turning point in the history of the sport, as it marked the beginning of a new era in which players were paid to play and teams were formed to compete for financial gain. This was a significant shift from the amateur days, where players played for the love of the game. The game was played in front of around 4,000 fans at the Allegheny Athletic Association's field in front of Allegheny City, and ended in a 16-0 victory for the Allegheny Athletic Association. This game was organized by William "Pudge" Heffelfinger, who was paid $500, a significant sum of money at the time, to play in the game, making him the first professional football player. This game, although not the first professional game, was the first that was publicly acknowledged and recorded as such. It was the first step in the professionalization of American football. The game was an important milestone in the history of American football, and it set the stage for the establishment of the National Football League, NFL, in 1920. The league would grow to become one of the most popular and profitable sports leagues in the world. This curiosity highlights the evolution of American football from an amateur sport to a professional one and the important role that the Allegheny Athletic Association and Pittsburgh Athletic Club played in this process. Curiosity number 3 takes us to the most popular event in American football, the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is the annual championship game of the National Football League, NFL, and is considered the biggest event in American sports. The first Super Bowl was played in 1967, and since then, it has grown to become one of the most watched television events in the United States, with an average of 100 million viewers tuning in to watch the game each year. The Super Bowl is more than just a game. It's a cultural phenomenon that has become a significant part of American tradition. The game is usually played on the first Sunday in February and is followed by a halftime show that features some of the most popular musicians and performers in the world. The event also features a variety of other activities, such as the Super Bowl Experience, a fan festival that includes interactive games, displays, and other activities. The Super Bowl has also had a significant impact on the economy, generating billions of dollars in revenue from ticket sales, merchandise, and advertising. The game has also become a major event for advertisers, with companies spending millions of dollars on commercials during the broadcast. This curiosity highlights how the Super Bowl has grown from a single game to a cultural event that is watched by millions of people around the world, and how it has become an important part of American culture and economy. Curiosity number 4 takes us to the world of college American football and the impressive record set by Russell Wilson in 2011. The record of the longest throw in a college American football game is 99 yards, set by Russell Wilson while playing for the University of Wisconsin in 2011. This incredible feat was accomplished during the game against the University of Nebraska on October 1, 2011. Wilson's throw broke the previous record of 98 yards set in 2001 by David Klingler of the University of Houston. This record is considered one of the most impressive records in the history of college American football, and it highlights the incredible arm strength and accuracy of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is widely considered one of the most talented college American football players of all time. He had an outstanding college career, setting multiple records, and winning multiple awards, including the 2011 Big Ten Conference's Greasy Breeze Quarterback of the Year award. After his college career, Wilson was selected by the Seattle Seahawks in the third round of the 2012 NFL Draft, and he has gone on to have a successful career in the NFL, leading the Seattle Seahawks to win the Super Bowl 48, and being selected to the Pro Bowl 6 times. This curiosity highlights the incredible achievement of Russell Wilson, and how it showcases his talent, and how it also serves as a reminder of the impact that a single play can have in a game. Curiosity number 5 takes us to the world of professional American football and the impressive earning of Peyton Manning, considered the highest paid player in the history of the sport. Peyton Manning, who played for the Indianapolis Colts and Denver Broncos during his career, accumulated a net worth of more than $250 million throughout his career. Manning's earning came from a combination of his salary, bonuses, and endorsements. He was one of the highest paid players in the NFL during his career, earning an average salary of $18 million per year. Additionally, Manning had numerous endorsement deals with major companies such as Nike, MasterCard, and Gatorade. Manning is widely considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He was a 5-time NFL MVP, and he led the Indianapolis Colts to win Super Bowl 41, and the Denver Broncos to win Super Bowl 50. He also holds multiple records, including the most passing touchdowns in a single season, and the most passing touchdowns and passing yards in a career. This curiosity highlights how Peyton Manning's success on the field, his longevity, and his popularity off the field led him to become the highest paid player in the history of American football, and how his earnings are a testament to his impact and legacy in the sport. Curiosity number 6 takes us to the global reach of American football, a sport that has spread to nearly every corner of the world. American football is played in many countries around the world, including Mexico, Japan, Germany, and Brazil. The sport has been gaining popularity in these countries, and they have developed their own leagues and teams. In Mexico, American football has been played since the 1930s, and the country has a professional league, the Liga de Fútbol Americano Profesional, LFA, which has been in operation since 2016. The LFA has 12 teams and plays games in major stadiums across the country. In Japan, American football has been played since the 1930s, and the country has a professional league, the X-League, which has been in operation since 1971. The X-League is considered one of the top leagues in the world outside of the United States. In Germany, American football has been played since the 1970s, and the country has a professional league, the German Football League, GFL, which has been in operation since 1979. The GFL is considered one of the top leagues in Europe. In Brazil, American football is a growing sport, and the country has a league, the Brazil Football League, BFL, which has been in operation since 2010. The league is considered as one of the top leagues in South America. This curiosity highlights how American football has transcended borders and how it has become a global sport, with passionate communities and competitive leagues in different countries around the world. It also showcases how American football has been adapted to different cultures and how it has been embraced in different parts of the world. Curiosity number 7 takes us to the history of African American players in college American football, specifically, the story of Frederick Douglass Fritz Pollard, the first African American player to play on a college American football team. Pollard played for Brown University in 1916. He was a trailblazer in American football, breaking racial barriers and paving the way for future generations of African American players. Pollard was born in 1894 in Chicago, Illinois, to parents who were former slaves. He was a multi-sport athlete and excelled in football, basketball, and track at Lane Tech High School in Chicago. He then attended Brown University in Rhode Island, where he became the first African American player in the history of the Ivy League and one of the first African American players in the history of college football. During his time at Brown, Pollard played halfback, and was known for his speed and agility. He was a key player for the team and helped lead the team to multiple victories. After his college career, Pollard went on to play professional football and became one of the first African American coaches in the NFL. This curiosity highlights the significant role that Pollard played in the history of American football, as well as the ongoing struggle for racial equality in American sports. It also serves as a reminder of the barriers that African American players had to overcome to be able to participate in the sport, and the importance of their contributions to the game. Curiosity number 8 takes us to the records of the professional American football and the impressive career touchdown record set by Brett Favre. Brett Favre, who played for the Green Bay Packers, the New York Jets, and the Minnesota Vikings during his career, holds the record for the most career touchdown passes in the NFL history, with 508 touchdowns. Favre's record is considered one of the most impressive records in the history of American football, and it highlights the incredible talent and longevity of the quarterback. Favre's career spanned over 20 seasons, during which he played in a total of 298 games. He was a 3-time MVP and led the Green Bay Packers to win Super Bowl 31. Favre's record is a testament to his consistency and ability to perform at a high level throughout his career. He had a remarkable ability to make big plays and to lead his teams to victory. His record also shows his ability to adapt to different offenses and teams, which is not an easy task for a quarterback, especially considering the physical and mental demands of the position. This curiosity highlights Brett Favre's impressive career, and how his record serves as a reminder of the impact that a quarterback can have in a game, and how it showcases how a player can achieve greatness over a long period of time. Curiosity number 9 takes us to the beginning of the National Football League, NFL. The first ever NFL game was played on October 3, 1920, between the Dayton Triangles and the Columbus Panhandles. The game, played at Dayton's Triangle Park, ended in a 14-0 victory for the Dayton Triangles. This game marks the official beginning of the NFL, which has grown to become one of the most popular and profitable sports leagues in the world. The NFL at the time was known as the American Professional Football Association, APFA, and it was formed by teams from Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. The league started with 11 teams, and the Dayton Triangles were one of the founding members. The league's first season was a success, and it quickly gained popularity among the fans. The league went through several changes and faced several challenges throughout the years, such as the Great Depression and World War II, but it managed to survive and grow. In 1922, the league was renamed the National Football League, and it continued to expand, adding new teams and new cities. This curiosity highlights the beginning of the NFL, and how it has grown to become one of the most popular and profitable sports leagues in the world, and how it has become an important part of American culture. It also showcases the Dayton Triangles, one of the founding members of the league, and how they contributed to the formation and establishment of the NFL. Though the Dayton Triangles are no longer in existence, they will always be remembered as a part of the NFL's rich history and the team that played in the first ever NFL game. This curiosity also showcases how the NFL has evolved over the years, with the introduction of new rules, the integration of African American players, the establishment of the Super Bowl, and the expansion of the league to different parts of the country. It also highlights the challenges that the league faced and overcame throughout the years, and how it managed to adapt and grow to become the powerful and successful league it is today. Curiosity number 10 takes us to the beginning of the Super Bowl, the annual championship game of the National Football League, NFL, and one of the most iconic events in American culture. The first ever Super Bowl was played on January 15, 1967, between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The game was played at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum and ended in a 35-10 victory for the Green Bay Packers. The Super Bowl was created as a merger between the NFL and the American Football League, AFL, and it was originally called the AFL-NFL World Championship Game. The first game was not called Super Bowl yet, it would be until the third edition. The name was created by Lamar Hunt, the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was inspired by the game's similarity to the popular children's toy, the Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl was watched by an estimated audience of 61,946 people, and it was broadcasted on CBS and NBC. The halftime show was performed by the marching band from the University of Arizona. The game was played between the champions of the NFL and AFL. It was the first time that the two leagues competed against each other. This curiosity highlights the beginning of the Super Bowl, and how it has grown to become one of the most watched television events in the United States, and one of the most important events in American culture. It also showcases the history of the Super Bowl and how it has evolved over the years. The Super Bowl has become more than just a football game. It has become a cultural phenomenon that includes a halftime show featuring some of the most popular musicians and performers in the world, a fan festival known as the Super Bowl Experience, and a variety of other activities. The Super Bowl has also had a significant impact on the economy, generating billions of dollars in revenue from ticket sales, merchandise, and advertising. Companies spend millions of dollars on commercials during the broadcast, making it one of the most expensive advertising spots on television. This curiosity also highlights the significance of the first Super Bowl, as it marked the official merger between the NFL and the AFL, and it was the beginning of the modern era of American football. The first Super Bowl set the foundation for what would become one of the most iconic and beloved events in American culture. It has become a symbol of American sports, and it has inspired fans around the world. In conclusion, we have explored 10 fascinating facts about American football, from its origins in 1869 to the modern-day phenomenon of the Super Bowl. We have delved into the history of the sport, from the first ever NFL game to the first African American player in college American football, and the records set by some of the greatest players in the history of the sport. American football is not just a game, it's a cultural institution that has captured the hearts and minds of millions of people around the world. As we come to the end of our video, we invite you to share your own curiosities about American football in the comments section. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a casual observer, we would love to hear what you find most interesting about this beloved sport. The history and culture of American football is vast and varied, and there is always something new to discover. So, don't be shy, share your own curiosities and let's continue to explore the world of American football together.